that is being posted about and talked about on our social media channels. I wanted to make this video to hopefully address the current questions that might be going through people's minds, as well as any future questions before we officially start on the 1st of the year. I think the first place I'd like to begin is just talking about how and why did this begin. The real issue, I believe, with education right now in fitness is that there's a ton of it, but there's nothing that actually follows through in a sequential manner where you can actually access quality information of the fundamentals all the way up through the most technical topics within fitness. There's a lot of specialization in technical issues that can oftentimes be too highbrow for people who are just starting out, and I think some people really nail the fundamentals well. So why not gather a group of individuals who can nail the fundamentals because they have the solid backgrounds in each of these domains, and we can actually follow through together as a group, which is us as the group as well as you, to walk through each step up the ladder, and essentially doing it in a manner where we distill down a large amount of information into the most essential key points and key takeaways. So being concise, not being overly technical or elitist, and really trying to nail down engaging information that is directly applicable. So how are we going to do that? The current model that we're going to implement uses a rotation of our 4 core elements, which one is physiology, one is philosophy, the third is nutrition, and then the fourth is supplementation. So we're going to try to focus on those 4 key domains in fitness and do so in a curriculum style fashion. So we're going to start with the most fundamentals, and we're going to ensure everybody's on the same page. And then progressively, we're going to rotate through. So month 1 will be philosophy, month 2 will be nutrition, month 3 will be physiology, month 4 will be supplementation. So we're going to go through the rotation, and then we're going to start again. Each time, though, we're going to build just like you would in college courses, from the 100 level up to 200, up to 300, until we get to a point where we're approaching and attacking questions that haven't been answered yet, and things where there's mostly just anecdotal stuff. So we're generating hypotheses, and we're going to just directly entertain them and kind of have a discussion on them. So we're going to do this in a combination of media, which is written and audiovisual, similar to this. So that's going to happen each month, and then we're also going to ensure that we're addressing things, or not just talking about what we want to talk about. We're also going to take your questions and have a roundtable at the end of each month, within each domain of our elements. So again, philosophy, nutrition, physiology, and supplementation. And in doing those, we're going to have a panel, so you don't just get one perspective on your question, you get a varied range from individuals with educations in these areas who may have different perspectives. So instead of trying to crystallize one solid perspective, we're going to try to approach the problem hopefully in a way that makes you get direct implementable strategies, but also makes you ask more questions. Because ultimately, if we don't allow you to ask more questions, we're only enabling, we're not actually educating. So the intent is, again, to grow together in this and to meet everybody where they are, instead of just being, hey, we're up here and we're only going to talk about information up here. Again, we're going to start at the first principles and work our way up, and while we're doing it, we're going to build a database in doing so. So it will allow anybody who later down the road gets to the high level, or if they're just coming in at the high level and it's too much or too confusing for them, they can work back to the area that they need to improve and then walk up with us. So again, it's a long-term project that we really just want to give back to the community and do so in a group fashion that is beyond any brand lines. So hopefully um, we'll be educating together and growing together with you guys. But thank you all for your curiosity and continued support.